Safaricom is one of the most successful companies in Africa, with over $275.6 million in net profits. But what we don't know is how they did it. What is the secret behind their success? How did their success depend greatly on the 2007 post-election violence? Well, travel down this road with me as we explore the untold truth about Safaricom. It's 1997, and the digital world is rapidly expanding. Mobile phones are starting to become a thing, and in the heart of vibrant Kenya, something revolutionary is about to shake up the entire telecommunications landscape. Enter Safaricom, the game changer that would take East Africa by storm. It all started with a South African businessman, Michael Joseph, who believed that everyone, regardless of their location or income, deserved access to mobile communication. He had a dream to connect people, empower businesses, and transform lives. He started Safaricom in a Norfolk apartment, and in that time, the biggest issue was that they had no data about Kenyans. All they had was a business plan developed by Vodafone guys saying they might be successful in 4 or 5 years, and they invested 22 million, which was not enough to run it. Through hard work and determination, they managed to pull it off. And that is when the most successful telecommunication company was born. In the late 2000s, with urbanization growing, many people had moved to towns and they had dependents that they sent money to in rural areas. The existing means of sending money before 2007 were money orders, bus company courier services, friends and relatives. This is until Nick Hughes and his team at Safaricom created M-pesa, and it was launched in 2007 during the post-election violence when many people were being killed due to their ethnic background. It was used to transfer money to people trapped in Nairobi's slums at the time from their relatives in rural areas. Some Kenyans regarded it as a safer place to store their money than the banks, which were entangled in ethnic disputes. Having established a base of initial users, M-pesa then benefited from network effects. The more people who used it, the more it made sense for others to sign up for it, and that became a total game changer for Safaricom. Its users grew exponentially and received recognition from all over the world.
Kenya has become a world leader in the mobile banking revolution, and it's all thanks to the system M-pesa. It was launched by Vodafone's Safaricom, and in only a decade, M-pesa has expanded its money transfer service.
In the coming years, it became the most successful mobile money service in Africa and gained over 51 million customers from over 7 countries, including DRC, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Mozambique, and Tanzania, and over $314 billion in transactions are made per year through Safaricom. It came from humble beginnings to enormous success through leadership from its paramount CEOs. 2010, Bob Colleymore takes the reins as Safaricom's CEO. He has fought off attempts by the telecoms regulator to break up the company into two, the financial services business and the telecoms business, due to its dominant size. In addition to this problem, he also joined Safaricom at a time when India's Bharti Airtel was negotiating to buy Zain Africa as a move to dethrone Safaricom as the top dog in the telco industry. To the surprise of many, Colleymore made a tough call and increased the prices despite the stiff competition. This was seen as a huge risk, since it is a well-known fact that consumers like cheap stuff and free things, especially Kenyans. To their surprise, many of the customers stayed due to the increase in quality of services. In the coming years, since he was known for his humble and selfless qualities, he changed the Safaricom slogan from the better option to Twaweza, which means that when we come together, great things happen. With this, he also made M-pesa accessible by anyone regardless of their background. The financial inclusion has lifted more than 800,000 people out of poverty and made financial access way easier than it was a decade ago. Colleymore was also obviously a huge fan of jazz, which is why in 2014, the company started the Safaricom Jazz Festival. The proceeds collected from Safaricom Jazz Festival goes to initiatives like the Ghetto Classics, a program that teaches music to children living in poverty, equipping them with skills and opportunities to succeed.
Welcome back. Now, the man who brought mobile banking to the masses in East Africa has passed away. He was Bob Colleymore, the CEO of internet provider Safaricom.
News that Bob Colleymore, the CEO for Safaricom, is dead. He died earlier on at 2:30.
On Monday morning, July the 1st, 2019, Kenyans woke up to the sad news of the passing on of Kenya's telecommunications giant, Safaricom Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Bob Colleymore, aged 61. After a 2-year battle with cancer, Bob, the longest-serving executive, died, leaving behind a company with doubled user base and profits increased by 380%. This raised questions about Safaricom's future and how they would survive without their valued CEO. In 2020, Peter Ndegwa was introduced as the new CEO of Safaricom and became the first Kenyan to do so. Since his leadership, the profit of this year, 2023, has had growth of 10.9% to 41.6 billion. Also, with Peter Ndegwa at the helm of Safaricom, they have launched many projects like the Chapadimba campaign.